Companion animals fill our hearts and homes of many Americans today. Working in the veterinarian field for the last 12 years, I've had to be the bearer of bad news to many owners that their pet has a fatal disease. What shocks the owner even most is what is spreading this fatal disease. That's right, mosquitoes. Heartworms are a disease that are spread by mosquitoes that cause damage to the lungs, hearts, and organs, and can even be fatal if not treated. If you're not giving your pet at home heartworm prevention, this is for you. Let's start with the basics. So, heartworms could be the result from a single mosquito bite. All it takes is one. What happens is when they bite one pet that is positive for heartworms, it leaves a residue in their mouth which carries microfilaria. That's immature heartworms, and they are called microfilaria. This is then kept in their mouth. They go to the next pet and bite the next pet at the blood meal and pass the microfilaria on into the pet. It takes about 2 months for the microfilaria to make it into the heart, and then it rests there. At that point, it matures into a mature heartworm, and the average lifespan is 5 to 7 days. Here is a mosquito taking a blood meal from one dog. If it was to collect microfilaria in its mouth and bite the next one, that is how we would pass the microfilaria on. So, they don't just lay dormant there for 7 years. What they do is they progress, and they can cause damage to the heart, which can even be permanent. Heartworms are silent over time. The symptoms start off as a cough that is mild and mild exercise intolerance, and then lead to a more progressive cough. You may not even know that your pet is infected. The Heartworm Association tells us that it damages the lungs, hearts, and other organs. It can also lead to a syndrome called cable syndrome, which is actually pretty much cardiac arrest or cardiac failure, and it can even be deadly. Some of these patients even develop ascites, which is swelling of the abdomen of fluid from the heart not being able to work. Like most pet owners, I'm sure you're wondering, what can I do to keep my pet from getting this disease? First and foremost, the Heartworm Association and the AVMA recommend that we test our pets annually, and that's in all 50 states for canines and felines. Reason they recommend all 50 states, this is the heartworm incident chart for 2019. And as you can see, there is a diagnosis in every state. It was originally believed to be only in your southern states and the coast, but due to a lot of Katrina's relocated pets, which was over 250,000, and we've adopted them up north, we have now spread this disease. So it is crucial that every canine and feline get tested in all 50 states. So after testing, nothing is infallible, so you always want to make sure that you test even if you are on a prevention. Then it is recommended that you talk to your veterinarian and start a prevention. Preventions come in many forms. They are oral, injectable, or topical. Here are some of the choices. Interceptor is one. HeartGuard is a big company and a very established company that's older that makes them. You have injectable forms from the company Zoetis, ProHeart 6 months, and ProHeart 12, which is a time-release injection. This way you don't have to remember to give your pet the prevention. It is stated that 8 out of 12 doses are given to a pet on prevention, even with a compliant owner. The other one is compliance is key. Just like I said, it has been said that out of 8 months, out of 12 months, only 8 doses are given. That's 4 months without protection. Treatment is available. It is very costly. It is an arsenic treatment, so it is hard on the body. Requires a lot of blood testing before and after, but it is treatable. Prevention is the treatment that we choose. Fluffy will be treated on all the patients that I've seen today that were heartworm positive, but we hope to have more treated by prevention.